This is Anne-Marie Rooney reading my poem Abstraction. Abstraction. Isn't it hard to see lights bearing against the wall? The animals know where heat is going. All I care about is holding a story in my hands. The square, the smell, the movement. When I fly my throat into a morning, the lint molts off in ceaseless presence. No witch, no word. That's how dull the smoke was, 2 stories up, holding my head above my foot. Isn't saying now hard? The after of the stain becomes juice or medicine, and the sun is like the sun in a movie, how it slants across the bed. About this poem. I've been puzzling over what to say about a poem called Abstraction, so here are some concretes. My computer tells me I began it in 2018, early in my living in Baltimore. I've clipped and clipped at it since then. Today, it is one of a series of abstractions in my new manuscript, Spidering, which asks questions about representation, disembodiment, and gender. Also, when does the box of a story, a painting, a sonnet, a name, limit, and when does it free? Can it do both? What do I tell and what do I obscure? Still, always, I come back to the body.
This month, being November, we want to give thanks all month for the things we're grateful for, and this includes, favorite artists and songs, and especially the fans who follow the show. So this whole month is for you.
When the sun goes down and the evening rolls around, that's the time I find got blue ribbon on my mind. I've got that blue ribbon on my mind. More and more lately I find I've got a taste for living. I'm thinking cold blue ribbon. I've got that blue ribbon on my mind.
Naturally good Pabst. America's premium beer since 1844. Pabst. A lot to look forward to.
Greetings, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Brown Box, where we dig into our respective record collections and bring something to the table that we think everyone would enjoy. At least we enjoy it. My name is Ryan. I'm your co-host.
I'm Chris.
And let's get right to it. What do we have in the box today, Chris?
In the brown box.
Yeah.
This actually is an album this time.
Okay.
But that's not the cover. This is the cover.
Oh.
It's Neil Young's soundtrack album to the film that probably hardly anyone's seen,
Mm-hmm.
Coastal,
Right.
that came out for one night only, a film of him doing a solo tour kind of up and down the coast. And these are songs that are selected from that tour, from that film. So it's got this train going down, and it's got these waves, and so you don't see a train. There's not a Neil Young train coming down.
He loves trains, though.
He
so-
does love trains.
Yeah.
He's the Lionel guy.
Mhm.
But I was in there with, like maybe 10 other people, and I saw some friends of our show. They were already there in the theater, and I said, "Oh, I was hoping to see Armando here."
Mm-hmm.
And I go, "Have you ever seen any Neil Young films?" And they go, "No, this will be our first one." Okay.
Uh-huh.
Expect it to be kind of long. So the film plays. They got up and left. I didn't talk to them. I really liked Coastal
Mm-hmm.
because it is him at this age. And he says, I'm going to go out and I'm doing this tour. And most of it is them in this big motorhome, kind of driving down the road in black and white.
Yeah.
in just talking to the driver.
Yeah.
And it is slow because you are driving in a
Exactly.
in a thing.
That's your life for a couple of weeks there, right?
Yeah, you're just kind of going, and he's kind of reminiscing about, oh, we played at this place, and look at those oil wells, or he's just kind of being not very on camera in a way.
Right.
And when he gets to the first show, he's a little rough. I mean, you can tell he hadn't done it for a while. He's playing electric, and it's this beautiful setting, this outdoor stage, and people hanging on his every, thing. But his insistence on I'm not going to play the hits. Things of Sleeping with Angels, or just
Mirror ball.
yeah. You're not getting things that would be just Particle. Although I think Particle might be on this.
Yeah.
I wanna live, I wanna give. I've been mining for a heart of gold. It's these expressions I try to give that keep me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old.
You realize he is looking at kind of a prompter for the lyrics, as do all of us know.
He's written so many songs.
There's so many songs,
And
but
some of the songs he was playing were he didn't play them.
no,
So it's not like he knows the words right off the top.
he's just kind of going through it, but he gets to a spot where he gets the energy from it. And a lot of times, he just gets in a vibe, and you're either going to like Neil Young or you're not. And
Absolutely.
if you're going to go to a Neil Young concert thinking you're going to hear a package of hits, go home. But in these stories, this ongoing road trip, these conversations with him and the driver, or the guy, the regimen of it, or right before he goes on stage, he's in the back, and the guy's putting on his headset and then his coat over the top of it, making sure he's got his hat. You see that the first time, you go, okay,
Yeah.
that's got to go. You're trying to capture the spirit of it, but you'll see it each time he plays this concert,
and over.
and it goes
Yeah.
back to it. But in some ways, that's what's compelling about the film. You realize, how old he is,
Yeah.
and that one of the things that keeps him going is this repetition. These are the people I work with. My wife's filming this. This is what I do.
Right.
So by the end of the film, and it kind of moves down the coast and ends up in San Diego with the big shell thing out there. And by then, he's a little more polished about what he's playing, and he's getting people to sing along, and he's playing the piano, and you appreciate kind of the rough nature of how he plays piano, but everything is kind of just pure Neil Young.
Yeah.
And when that guy's putting on his ear thing and helping him with his coat and whatnot, you've sort of lived this tour with them,
Yeah.
because
Intimate way.
it doesn't just happen once, it happens each time.
Right.
And when they're driving towards the end of the film, and you've heard these songs, and he performs them great. I mean, he does what he does.
Definitely.
You
Yeah.
almost feel like you're part of his entourage, which I
Definitely.
think is what he hoped.
That's what he was going for. Right.
Yeah. And at the very end, he's playing Baby Blue, actually, but he's kind of just finger picking the thing. And it's really, really kind of beautiful. And it goes from black and white, and it goes back out on the road, and then turns to color
Wow.
and
Okay.
sails off.
I missed the movie.
Yeah.
So because I played for one night, like you said, but I did see 2 shows from this tour.
Yeah.
So I saw a show at the Ford Theater and I saw a show at the Greek Theater.
Oh, okay.
And it was almost, they were a couple weeks apart from each other. They were pretty much the same set list from both nights, and some of the banter and stories were the same because he would talk between how you doing? And he told a story about the piano on stage and how it had like survived a fire. And he's very funny. Like when he tells these stories, I don't think he means to be funny, but he's just funny. Like he's got a, like just his character
Yeah.
comes across. But yeah, like that's kind of what the show was marketed as, or the series of shows were marketed as. You're not going to play the hits. He's going to play deep cuts. He did play some stuff from like Buffalo Springfield, like older stuff, which was great to hear. One of the shows, someone in front of me was like filming the whole thing, and I'm just like, you can't do that. Like you don't need to do that because his shows are memorable. Like you're never going to forget what you see, and it's an experience. So to me, and he's playing again in a couple weeks. Probably going to go see him then, and. Yeah, like you said, he's uncompromising. Each thing he does is his thing, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
One of the things I remember too, not so much about the music, but both venues I went to, he had dictated what was on the menus at the concessions. So first of all, you're not getting meat. Everything's organic. Everything's plant-based.
Right.
All the beer was like local beer. And I'm wondering, like, what's going on here? And someone's like, yeah, that's Neil. That's what he wanted. Like, that's part of his
thing.
If I'm going to play the Greek, everything has to be like a veggie burger. And that's what he does. It just runs through everything he does.
Yeah.
It's a very unique position for him to be in.
Yeah.
Because he can do that.
So I'm glad you shared that because it just dovetails into what this album is. I mean, if you buy it as an album, you're going to say, oh, the first songs are a little rough edged, and by the end, there's some true beauty and in so many of these things. There's this spirit that comes out. That's why I like the little thing on the back.
Definitely.
Because he's remarkably consistent. And, you've come to sort of rely on him. And a lot of his, modern, anti-big business oil things, a little heavy-handed is fine.
Yeah.
But that's also what he does.
Yes.
And who does it? Who is the voice of resistance? Who does these things? Well, it always was Neil Young. He kind of says what he feels for that moment in time.
Right.
If you were going to sit down and have a coffee, you were going to have him or Bob Dylan. Dylan, you would be fascinated if you won because it's like hero worship. You want it.
Yeah.
But he might just stare at you.
You might get a lot of conversation.
You might just like take his glasses
Yeah.
off and look at you. He might just do something where
Exactly. Or just get up and leave.
I'm looking through you. Whereas Neil Young just seems like a guy that he's like a guy you would be talking to.
Yeah.
And you'd find something.
And he gets prickly in his interviews. It's
He does.
hilarious. But it's like, again, because he can. And this is his art, and he just lives his art. So
It shouldn't have been influential in my life, where as a songwriter, the notion that you can't keep going,
yes.
and you didn't have to stop at that last song. You can't keep going. But I would recommend getting the album, and when the film does come out, or when you go to see him, like Ryan did, is to appreciate consistency.
Thank you, everyone. Please go out and listen to this. See the movie if you can. I don't know where you're going to find it, but Neil has it. So
Tell him let it go.
absolutely, we need to see it.
It'll be there.
Thank you, everybody.
Adios.
Well, I was driving along on my bus 6-8 months ago, something like that. I had a substitute driver for a minute. He says to me, he says, got any new songs? I said, no. I haven't written any in a long time. And he just looked at me and said, why don't you write one about your bus? Silver Eagle, keep rolling on across this country, still young and strong. Big green valleys and shining seas,
songs now for us to feel as we roll on through this country. Silver Eagle, you're part of me. On those trailways we used to see, on down those new roads for you and me. I keep on singing as we roll along. Silver Eagle, you're my new song. We hit big traffic, we saw big things. We remember that the roadway sings. You carried my friends and you carried me. Silver Eagle, I'm feeling free. Feeling free, feeling free. Silver Eagle, you're part of me.
Now you can get your own rock scene together with the groovy new Rock Flowers from Mattel. 3 out-of-sight fashion dolls dressed in wild rock costumes with a real record and a posing stand for each one, so she can twirl on any short spindle record player. And look, you can buy these exciting rock fashions to dress and pose them in. The new Rock Flowers. Each comes with her own costume, posing stand, and Rock Flowers record. Dolls and other costumes sold separately.
Here I am, walking through my hotel. No good morning, no friendly word to be found. Nothing familiar, clothes were gone. I felt like running, I felt like turning around. And when I get home, put some records down. Maybe the Who, maybe a midnight sound. Dead in the dark, Neil calls out. And this is nowhere. Playing out like some familiar song. I tried walking these old streets, got the melody wrong. Where's my mother? She's hanging sheets on the line. Where's my father? Drunk asleep under transistor wine. When I get home, I'll put some records down. Maybe the Who, maybe a midnight sound. Dead in the dark, Neil calls out. This is nowhere. Chrissy was right. The city was gone. They covered it over with a plastic lawn. You know you can't go back. You can't go back. You can't go